All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, round number 3 of the Gaithersburg Premier Challenge, and we are in here with round number 3. We got Jeffrey on the capture card, so he will be playing from his perspective, as well as his opponent Steven. So we got Weavile, Whimsicott, Kyogre, which is, I believe, is the first Kyogre we have seen today. Xerneas, Incineroar, and Crobat on the side of Jeffrey, and then we got Xerneas, Stack Attack, a Ludicolo, Incineroar, Groudon, and a Gengar again. So we're seeing a lot of firsts here. We're seeing the first Crobat, first Kyogre, first Groudon, or excuse me, first Gengar, and first Weavile, and even the first Whimsicott. So a lot of new mons that we're going to be seeing on stream for the first time. So I'm very excited to see how this turns out. But definitely as well, the consistency, the great equalizer is Incineroar here. See what these people decide to lead with here. Whimsicott is a very interesting Pokemon in the current meta because without the access to Z moves, even though it loses that ability to go with like a Z nature power to get that priority Z move, which it likes to do a lot back in the day, like mid 2017. So here we go. We'll see what service that Whimsicott will do here. It does do fairly well against a lot of the ground and water types that are running amok lately in the VGC 2018-19 meta. Game number 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. So he's going to lead off with Gengar and Groudon. And Jeffrey will lead with Weavile and Crobat. So lots of new stuff on board here, which is really nice to see. I like to see that variety here. So again, guys, remember this is Sun Series, so no Mega Crystals, no Z Stones. So you will not be seeing that Mega Gengar, which was so prominent early on in past metas. We'll go for the tailwind here from the Crobats here, so we're going to get that speed advantage here. Gengar going straight for the taunt onto the tailwind, but everything, you know, I mean, what's done is done. He got the tailwind off, but he will get the, the White Herb and the knockoff as well. Ooh. So lots of setting up here on the side of Jeffrey, acknowledging that he will probably lose his Weavile, but Gengar going down to 1 HP. Can you imagine if Knockoff also took off a Focus Sash before it? Like, that'd be so broken. But anyway, so now Kyogre is free. Now that it's under Tailwind, it's going to be faster than almost everything on Steven's team, more than likely. Virtually everything, unless it's like... Yeah, I don't know what else could be faster on Steven's team. So Kyogre going to be able to start clicking buttons here. Going, obviously, that big move into Water Spout, which is directly proportional to the amount of HP that Kyogre has. So the more HP Kyogre has, the more damage Water Spout does. So he did end up going for the Water Spout here. Gengar will go down here. And the Ludicolo will come in as the third mon. He will, if it is Swift Swim, will get advantage, a speed boost from that, from the rain being in play. But remember that Jeffrey still is under Tailwind, so he will indeed still be faster. Normally, Ludicolo with Swift Swim is faster than a lot of mons, especially, but you know, Tailwind kind of negates that. Here, Crobat not taking a single point of damage, but you know, Brave Bird definitely going to be a problem for Ludicolo. Ludicolo also as well getting access to that Fake Out. He's going to withdraw the ground on here with the possibility of setting up the Sun for later. Going to bring in the stack attacker, which leads me to believe that the fake out is indeed coming on the Kyogre slot, and that is indeed the case. And Brave Bird, let's see how much damage this does onto the Ludicolo here. Ooh, and it won't be able to pick the KO. Excuse me. Kyogre flinching. You know, a fake out damage isn't going to collect a lot of the damage, but the most important thing is that the Sun will come in and force force the Sun to come out. Excuse me. Okay. The stack attacker is in dire straits here. I wonder what that fourth monster is. Because he brought in the stack attacker with the possibility. I mean, I don't know necessarily why he brought it in to be real in the face of a Kyogre, because even if the fake out got off, it's still some damage to it. But the Xerneas will come in, being the third Mon. Oh, excuse me. The fourth one, excuse me. I thought that would have updated. I apologize for that. There we go. So the interesting thing here is that now that the Xerneas is in the board, the Crobat is going to go for another Tailwind. You see, I was expecting another Tailwind in this scenario. Now, the crazy thing is that this guy has Trick on his stack attacker, which I will denote with I have nothing for a stack attacker, if I'm going to be real, because there's no icon for it. So I am going to give it. Okay, Xerneas will go down, as unfortunately, and as well as the burn damage. So the Xerneas going down, the Kyogre going to come back in, which is actually not the worst thing in the world here for the Kyogre to come in at this point, because it allows him to go get a free water spout off. And there's really nothing Steven can do about it. So if the water spout actually connects, it's pretty much GG on both of these mons here. And again, that Grimer is supposed to be a stack attacker, because I don't have a thing for stack attacker. So the burn from Crobat, the Tailwind actually coming in huge here. With no Pokemon in the back, Steven has no way to reset the Sun. The Weather War, as always. Very interesting to see what he's going to decide to do here. The real play is that the stack attacker had White Guard. Okay, so he's going for a Brave Bird onto the stack attacker, doing, I think, literally one. Yeah. And that's going to be it. Jeffrey taking game number 1. Good stuff for Jeffrey. Taking game number 1 here. The Tailwind coming in absolutely critical. The Crobat just stood there. Like it wasn't dealt with, really. There was no real position for it to be dealt with either. So let's see what adjustments we will make here. As we head into game number 2, remember this is best 2 out of 3. So Jeffrey already with that game 1 advantage here. See, the thing is, the only problem with this, not the only problem I've seen, but the Gengar didn't really accomplish much in game number 1, so I'm interested to see if he decides to bring that back here. He elected to not bring his Xerneas. I don't think he brought his Incineroar either, right? Excuse me. Game number 2. Alright, game number 2 is going to start with Stack Attack as well as the Gengar here. And again, the Gengar will be represented by this this Slowbro. And here comes the Whimsicott as well as the Crobat coming in, you know, for game number 2. Tailwind going to come through as well. Switching in for the Groudon at this point in time, taunting the Groudon here, so won't have access to, if it does have the Swords Dance, will not have access, but a taunt coming through as well. The taunt's going everywhere. Just kidding. I'm gonna do for Stack Attack. I'll do this. That works. And he's going to bring in his Kyogre here as well. That will not pop the Focus Sash, but that's okay. Essentially, now we got a Sludge Bomb here. Precipice Blades as well going to come through. It will connect onto the Kyogre. Let's see how much damage. It's already taking a good amount of damage from that Sludge Bomb, and it will not pick up the KO, but definitely will get it into that very dangerous percentage, that red health, the blinking lights, the loud noises, the alarms have gone off. 10 HP on the Kyogre here. Let's see. What they decide to do here. The Tailwind's still in effect. Crobat going to decide to return here. I'm going to bring back in the Whimsicott as well. And with Groudon will return, and the Xerneas will come out as his 4th Pokemon for Steven. With the Origin Pulse. Let's see how much damage this does in the rain. It does not do enough, but Origin Pulse will disable thanks to the Cursed Body from Gengar, but it will do a significant amount to this Xerneas, excuse me. The Stack Attacker will come in at this point in time. Understanding that because without the Origin Pulse, it can't really be touched because Water Spot's going to do absolutely nothing with this low HP. So the question is, do you switch out the Kyogre now? I think you kind of, without Origin Pulse, that Curse Body actually coming through, making the Stack Attack incredibly safe. So what do you do here? You switch out the Kyogre for whatever your third was. Bringing back the Crobat. Groudon going to come in as well. The double switch here going to bring in the Sun. Whimsicott going to go for a taunt onto what would have been the Stack Attacker, but is now the Groudon. Moonblast going to come through straight onto that Whimsicott slot. And the Focus Sash going to be activated, preventing the KO from full. Special attack drop, however, the Tailwind is going to definitely be something that he wants to bring back from this Crobat. This Crobat incredibly fast. Stack Attacker going to come through once again. Tailwind, of course, making it a priority. Ooh. Wow. The Endeavor there. Fire Punch going to connect as well. Not okay, so now the crazy thing is Whimsicott can now freely do that again on the Stack Attacker or the Groudon and get a guaranteed KO. That's so good. That's so sick. I haven't seen that in a while. That's an old strat. That is a vintage strat. That makes me feel like an old head. I remember when that was the tag. Now you can just do it again, right? Xerneas, you can't bring Xerneas in, because then Xerneas has no way to recover. Here comes the taunt, ensuring that there's no Trick Room or any tomfoolery there. Endeavor onto the Stack Attacker slot, bring it back down to 1 HP. The Fire Punch going to come through onto the Crobat, getting rid of the Tailwind. Stack Attacker going to come through, obviously with the Gyro Ball, going to pick up a quick, nice, clean double KO, but has the damage already been done? That's the question. Has the damage already been done? Won't you get that defense boost, but at 1 HP, that's not going to help you at all. So what is this last mod? So obviously the Kyogre going to come in, only 10 HP. The Xerneas will be the last mod, and here's the thing, you can now freely hit an Origin Pulse. You need to hit the Origin Pulse. Because if you hit the Origin Pulse, then you win. It's essentially what you're doing here. Tailwind's still active, Origin Pulse has to come in here. The question is, do you assume that it won't hit and go for, do you Geomancy, do you Dazzling Gleam to ensure that it hits? I think the safest play, right, would probably be to Dazzling Gleam, right? Just in case you miss. Like, just in case. Xerneas coming through. Fairy Aura. Groudon using Protect here. Kyogre not even going for, he's actually going for the Scald here, not even risking the fact that it might miss, but instead he's going for the Moonblast. They're going to be able to pick the KO here. So now Scald, it's a guaranteed KO. It looks like Jeffrey, all he needs to do is click 2 more buttons and he will secure a 2-0 victory and go on to going 3-0 into round number 4. Because here comes Stack Attacker only on 1 HP thanks to that Endeavor from the Whimsicott. Xerneas at full HP can freely click any button it wants to. The Scald has to go onto the Groudon here as well. In the rain will be more than enough. Groudon actually getting the double protect here. But how important is it? Yep. That will be it. Tailwind will peter out here. It's really good as I can win for Scald, because if you win for Origin Pulse, then he can come through with a possible wide guard. And you just don't want to deal with that. Going for the Scald is guaranteed damage, doesn't miss. Going to be able to pick up the KO. Jeffrey Shepard going on 2-0. And that's going to be it.